Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of our series on our Streaker Jeep. Part 1, we pulled the battery off, pulled the torque converter off, so now what we're going to get into in part 2.
So we discovered that we can actually remove the windshield bar, which I lied in the first video. My apologies. It is actually sleeved in here. So it was just in there real snug from it had been sitting for a while. So we'll be pulling the windshield bar off, which means we can actually take the body completely off. We will be getting this thing to run today. We will be putting a battery in it. With the body off of it, we will be able to access the engine compartment better. From this part forward, we'll be...
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull the body off.
Somebody screwed up the body strap. It was either you or it was the motherfucker I bought it from. One of the two of you.
Alright guys, so we've got the body off. Now we have full access to our engine, and we're going to throw the battery in real quick and see if we can't get the carb going.
First start, guys. We've got spark. Very low. We're going to add a little bit of motor oil to it and see if it spins over any freer. Double check our battery here. It was just an old one that was laying in the shop. See, not a lot. That might be a problem right there. Alright, so what we've done, we've hooked the battery back up. I have sprayed some carb cleaner on just on the outside of the carb just to make sure the linkage moved well, made sure the chuck moved in and out like it's supposed to. I've got a good feeling that this thing has just sat for so long that there's like rust spots on the flywheel and stuff like that. Doesn't mean we can't get it going. It's a little bit low on oil, so we add a little bit of oil to it. And instead of us trying to walk over there to turn the key, I'm jumping over the starter solenoid with a screwdriver, just pretty much making contact between the 2 points and doing what the starter solenoid is supposed to do whenever you turn the key on. So the battery that we hooked up was just one I had laying around in the shop. I've got the charger hooked up to it now, so we're going to give it another go and see if we can't get it to fire on. Good. She runs. She runs. It ain't pretty, but she runs. So we're probably gonna pull the plug, double check it, make sure it's actually firing every time instead of every whenever it decides it wants to. We are gonna see if we can get it to run a little bit longer than that, but we did just want to make sure that motor wasn't seized up, spins over, it's running. So we're just gonna keep playing around with it until we get some action, see if we can get it to idle. All right. When you're doing that, bump the gas just a little bit, see if it makes it, gets it to go. There we go. Now we got action. Now let's put some gas in it and see if it'll actually pull it. Let's double check this guy. Oh no, it ain't bad at all. I was expecting more rust and nasty stuff. We're gonna put some gas in this thing, see if it'll run on its own.
Easy, Bob. Bob, easy, easy, easy. Oh, okay.
All right, Georgie. First start, see if it can run on its own gas. So this should be fun. Next up on the channel, what you'll see is we're going to order a new torque converter for it. We will be going through making sure the brakes still work, going through the wiring, making sure there's some areas down here where it's real taped up and just kind of nasty looking. That's one thing I can't stand. I want wiring to be as clean as possible. That's why this thing was corroded so bad. So we'll probably make some new power cords for it, some new positive and negative cables that go from the starter solenoid to the battery to the starter, so on and so forth. We will do a quick little tutorial video on how to make your own cables. It's really simple and really easy and somewhat cheap. You can buy a big roll of wire and just cut it up and make whatever length cable that you need. So we'll probably be putting some different wires on it just for a safety thing. Again, we'll be throwing a torque converter on it. We'll see if this thing can move on its own. You know, see if we can get the drive system to work again. As you can tell, the chains are just kind of hanging down there. It's not hooked to anything. It does need some new tires, so We may look at putting some new tires on right away. We may see if we can get it run first and then order the new tires after we've got it running on its own, and kind of go from there. But as of right now, we got a runner. I might even get a while here and see if I've got a clutch laying around that we can throw on it, just be able to drive it now. But we definitely want to run a torque converter on this. It's more, a clutch is going to be all the power all at one time as soon as it gets to a certain RPMs, whereas a torque converter is real gradual, which is what you'd want for small children. So if I've got a clutch, I may throw it on there just to see if it'll drive by itself. If I don't have one, then we'll wait on the torque converter to get here and do that right away. Regardless, this thing will not leave the shop until it has a torque converter on it, and we'll go from there. What you want? Oh, stick around, give us a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the little bell for notifications when the next video comes out. We appreciate you.